And the judges of this bout: Jordan, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Guatemala, Kazakhstan, Latvia, and the referee from Taiwan, Lin Chia-chan.
That's Mangold. Tall middleweight. Boxing out of the red for Germany. TOHOBYTSKYI of Ukraine, European youth champion.
Round one.
So Mangold of Germany in the red, TOHOBYTSKYI of Ukraine in the blue. TOHOBYTSKYI, a swaggering kind of fighter. Mangold, as I said, very tall. Let's see if he uses that jab and that distance. If he's able to just put those natural attributes to good effect. It's not always the case. I've seen quite a few fighters the last 6-7 days who have got the tools to keep it on the outside and snap in the jab, and they just haven't done it. Looking for the 1-2 there, Mangold. That fell short. He does look to use that jab and pop off that right hand. TOHOBYTSKYI just taking the body shot wherever he can get it there, really. The referee had said break. Good jab there from TOHOBYTSKYI. Saw the head there, just pressed back, and again, looking to try and follow it with the right hand. There's the jab from Mangold, up from the waist. Good left hand there again from TOHOBYTSKYI. He's having the better of this opener, I would say. And there's that left hand, just snaps the head of the German back again. He's clever the way he works his way in, TOHOBYTSKYI. You get some fighters who look to just walk their opponent down. He's always putting you under pressure with that front foot, but just there, when the right hand comes in from Mangold, he's just able to fractionally take those feet back or just pull that weight back, but he never pulls it far back, just out of range, and then he'll look to get on you again. He doesn't just relentlessly come forward, whatever happens. Some fighters, as I said, you'll see just put those gloves up and walk in, try and walk through punches. He doesn't look to walk through punches. But he's not squeamish either. When some come his way, he's looking to slip them by the merest fraction and then keep on coming. If you can slip punches on your way forward, then you really are in business, because that puts you in the perfect position to make your opponent miss and then make them pay. And TOHOBYTSKYI gets it 10-9 across the board there. Pretty straightforward round to score, that one.
Seconds out, please.
So
Round 2.
TOHOBYTSKYI getting it with all 5 judges in that opening round. He's in the blue. European youth champion boxing for the Ukraine. Marcel Mangold of Germany in the red. Leading off with the left hand there, TOHOBYTSKYI. Good jab. Really does jab well. Again there, just shoots up and finds the target. It's a real weapon for him. He's shorter than Mangold, but he shoots it up from the waist. Really gets a bit of snap on it. And again there, it's been his most effective punch. Mangold leading off with the left hook, but missed by a distance. One, two there from Mangold, but just lacked a bit of conviction. Hit the gloves. He was well short. He didn't really extend with it. He was within range there, TOHOBYTSKYI, but he was just, as I said, slightly cautious with it. Good right hand there from TOHOBYTSKYI. Mangold's struggling with him. He's struggling with him. He can't really keep him off. He's not getting mauled here, the German, but at the same time, TOHOBYTSKYI able to just to get into range. There's that left hand again. Just snaps back the head. He's been buffeted by that jab pretty much all the way through the fight. As a purist, it's always good to see a jab that works really well because it's such an important punch. It can win you a fight by itself. There it is again. Sticks it straight into the face of Mangold, who can't seem to really stay out of the way of it. There it is again. Didn't land all that clean that time. The second one did get through, followed by the right hand. But that jab that landed about the top of the chest, kind of into the neck, the throat area. A perfect example of just what it could do for you, even if it doesn't really land clean, because it still lands square in the middle of the torso, and it just takes all of his balance away. He just knocks him back onto his heels. And any attack he was thinking about launching there, Mangold, he could forget about it because he's got to get his feet back under him and start again. He's hanging in there, the German, but he's just up against somebody here who is better than him. 4 out of 5 judges going for TOHOBYTSKYI there, so he's got a clear lead. 20 points to 18 for the judges. There's a good jab.
Seconds out, please.
The lead left hand just featuring heavily there in those replays. So into the third round, and he's kind of cruising here, really, TOHOBYTSKYI. He's got a good rhythm about him. Mangold needs a massive, massive round here if he's going to turn this around, and it's very, very difficult to see that happening. Good left hand there, though, from the German. But then a 1-2 from TOHOBYTSKYI. And the winner of this will go through to face Filio in the next round. TOHOBYTSKYI against Filio. That's a tasty fight, that really is. Right hand there from Mangold. Balance wasn't great there from TOHOBYTSKYI. Very rare example of him coming over the top of his front foot. minute into round 3. Just wondering if TOHOBYTSKYI's just tiring a bit here, maybe. Bit of blood coming from the end of his nose. Good combination there from Mangold. He's having a bit more joy in the 3rd and final round. Good 1-2 again there, and he's having a good spell here, Mangold. Threw a couple of 1-2s there. Kind of half blocked a couple of the right hands, but they did enough. Just not as much coming from TOHOBYTSKYI. The work rate has really dipped from him. And that punch output has gone right down. And what it means is that Mangold's just got more time to set up his own attacks. He's not constantly having to fend TOHOBYTSKYI off. And this is kind of interesting, actually, with that fight against Filio in mind for TOHOBYTSKYI, because he's going to win this fight. He's going to go through, even if he loses this final round 10-9. He's gassing here, and he's gassing badly in this 3rd and final round. And Filio is as fit as you would like. He will keep going right to the very end. We saw that against Gonzalez. That was one of the things that was so good about that fight, was how superbly conditioned they both were, and how they could hold their shape and their technique together right till the very end. And TOHOBYTSKYI can't here, quite simply. So that could be a real factor when those two meet in the quarterfinals. But he's got the win. We'll get it confirmed, but he will get the win because he was 2 points up on 4 cards going into the final round there, TOHOBYTSKYI, and did a load of really good stuff in the first 2 rounds. But that was just interesting in that final round. And I don't think it was just him taking a round off either. You could see from his face, the way that the mouth was hanging open, that he was tired. Mangold won that round, I would say.
Ladies and gentlemen, win by points with split decision. The boxers from the blue corner, Illia, TOHOBYTSKYI, Ukraine.
So TOHOBYTSKYI gets it. 4-1. I think all but one of those scores went Mangold's way in that final round. There we go. So 3 scores of 2 rounds to 1.